Hello everyone, here's Flutter in Quarantine with the first tutorial. First of all, I'm going to explain why I am recording this tutorial. I've been looking for some tutorial about Firebase Realtime Database and I found it, but it was too old or too bad to implement it. So I brought you this tutorial explaining how to write, read, and delete file on Realtime Database in an easy way. I hope you enjoy it. So, first of all, let's create our Flutter applications. And we're gonna call it Flutter example Flutter database X. Okay, next and finish. Let's wait some seconds because it's creating. So it's created, and now we're gonna delete it everything on main.dart. We don't need it, so Command A and delete. First of all, let's import material. Second, let's make it run. Void main run app. Let's call it my app to make it simple. Sorry. And in the main.dart, we're going to use a stateless widget. So to create a simple, there's a shortcut, and I think everyone knows it, but if you don't, so you can type st, and you have two options: a new stateful widget and a new stateless widget. So in this screen, main.dart, we're gonna use a new stateless widget. And then we're gonna call it my app, the name we have settled here, okay? We have a container, but we're not gonna use the screen. So I'm gonna call it material app, and let's set a home. And the home is not created yet, but we'll create it soon. Let's call it custom data. I think it's good. So we're gonna click on lib, new Dart file, and we're gonna call it custom database. Yeah. So in custom database, we're gonna import material like we have did in the first one in main.dart, and in this one we're gonna use stateful. Because we can model later, we can make it happen. So stateful, and we're gonna call it custom data. Do you remember custom data is the name that we have set here? So we have to import this library. I think it's good. In the main, we have a container, but we're not gonna use container. We're gonna use scaffold. And just to test if it's if the things is going right, let's put a net bar here, and app bar widget gonna set a title. The title is gonna be a text, and the text is going to be it's gonna be an app that we can put some movies that we love. So movies that I love. Movies that I love. Let's Command S and make it run, and let's wait it. It's gonna take some time. We can see that everything's going right. It's going on right, but the second step that we have to do is to create our project. So let's create a project, and let's call it, you can call it the name you wanted. So I'm gonna put movies, and let's continue, that's okay. Default account for Firebase, create a project, and let's wait some seconds here too. The project is ready, so let's click on continue. And for this one, we're gonna use Android. We can use iOS also, but I think now I'm not gonna use iOS to make it simple, okay? So let's click on Android, and the company name in the package name is going to be right here. Let's click on Android app and build.gradle, and down here you can find our app name. Let's copy this and put here. And I mean, we're not gonna use this SHA-1 because we don't need Google sign-in, but I'm gonna teach you how to do this right now. So let's click here. You just need to copy this if you're using Mac or Linux. If you're using Windows, click here and copy that too. So come here, open the terminal, paste, click enter, and it's asking for a key stored password, but we don't have one because it's a new project. So just click enter, and you can find the SHA-1 here. Let's copy this and paste it here, register the app, and then it's going to ask us to download the JSON file. So we're gonna download it. It's right here. I already have one here, but I'm not gonna use this because I have deleted. So open this, show in a folder. We're going to Android Studio and we're gonna paste it right here. That's okay. Let's go back here, click on next, and it's asking us for us to do this. So copy this, go to build this one, paste it here, and then he's asking us for the API plugin, apply plugin, click here, and it's here. And here's ask us for the Firebase analytics. We're not gonna use it now because it's an example, but let's copy that too. And paste down here. Let's remake it. So we don't need to sync because we are in Flutter, so that's okay. Close it, and close it because we don't need that now. Just to make sure that everything is going right, we're gonna Command S and click here too, just to make sure that everything is working. So I think it's working because nothing has changed. And then we're gonna click on next. Now we can go ahead. And now I think we are ready with Firebase. So now let's code. After this, we're going to pub.dev this, okay? No dev, dev, and we're gonna looking for Firebase database. This one that we want. So it's Firebase database 4.0.0. It's the newest one. So please check every time this because it changes a lot. And come here, let's go to, we can close it here, PubSpec. In the PubSpec, there's a lot of information here, but you don't need to read everything right now, okay? But then take a time to read it. Down here on Cupertino icons, we're gonna select it. We're gonna paste it. You know, it has to be at the same line or it will be, oh, I'm mistaken, will show on your app. And then click on pub-get. If the process finished with exit code 0, it means that everything is right. But if it shows code 1, code 2, please go back and check everything that I have done and do it again, because there's something wrong with your code. And next, let's close it and let's create something here. We already have imported the Firebase database to our project, so it's time to make it start. Just right here, we're gonna pass like final referency database equals to Firebase database dot instance. In the new version of the Firebase, it might happen some errors, but I'm gonna show you how do you can make it go away. So just right here, we're gonna call it custom data again. First of all, let me delete it. I'm gonna put like final Firebase app. Then we're gonna put like, Firebase app. Let's call it app. I don't think it's important, but check it. Okay, let's go ahead. Custom data. This dot app. After the update of the pubspec.yml, you can face some issues. You need to insert some dependency here, and you need to make it Firebase underscore core here 0.5.0. All dependencies of Firebase needs Firebase core to work out. Let's click on pubget. So I think it's working right now. It shows an error here, so let import, and yes, it's working. So it's a final. Please write this. We're gonna need this, and then we're gonna refer here. Final ref equals to referency database dot referency. In a container, just to make like things more clearly, I'm not gonna put the white color because the screen you can see that is white. On the app bar that is blue. So I'm gonna put a color like color dot colors dot, let's put green, and let's feud the width and height. So width, I'm gonna put media query dot off dot size dot width, and the height the same thing, just change the n, that's height. Let's see if it works. Yeah, so you can see that is green. There's a message button overflowed by 84 pixels, that's okay. Just need to change this. Let's wrap widget with single child scroll view. It's working. Now in the center, we're gonna insert the child, and the child is gonna be another column. The column, there will be children, and the first children that we're gonna have to insert is a text. The text, we have to show the movie names, so the title, right? For this, let's go up here, just right here. We're gonna put like final movie name equals to movie title. So in the title, we're gonna set movie name. We're gonna put text align. In a text align, we're gonna put it in the center. Text align dot center. Style, I'm gonna put some colors. Let's just change the font size just to make it text style. Font size 25. font weight weight dot font weight dot bold. Let's see if it works. So delete it here, save it. So we have the title, move title, that's okay. The second, we're gonna put a text field to type the name of the movie that you want to save. So down the text, below text, I'm gonna put a text field. The text field always have to have a controller, and we didn't create the controller yet. So let's go up there, right here where we've created the movie name, and create final. Let's call it movie controller equals to text edit controller. Yeah, I think it's enough. Yes. So movie controller, and let's load it. So you can see that's what we have here, but when we type it, it starts from the left. So let's make it align to the center. Just use the text align, text align dot center. It's in the center, so I think it's good now. And we need to create a button to upload the movie title or the movie name to the Firebase database. So let's create a flat button. We have here one pressed and a child. On one pressed, let's call it, one pressed, we're gonna call ref. Do you remember that we have created ref here? So this will be necessary to upload the name of the movies that you love. So here we're gonna put ref, dot child. Remember, the child is gonna be the name that you want to be shown first on your real-time database, and we're gonna put like movies, and then we're gonna create a push to create a key. I think it's working, but we didn't put it a color or a text, so we don't see it because it has nothing, only the one press method. Let's open here, and we're gonna put a colors dot gray. Gray is good. And just to see it, okay, so it's here. In a child, we're gonna put a text, and the text is gonna be save movie. Let's gonna put a text colors just color dot white. I think it will work. Let me see it. I don't know why it creates Dart always here, so let's delete it again and save it. Now we have to test it, and how to test it. First, go to you can close it here, Realtime Database. Okay, Realtime Database. Let's create a test mode, activate, and that's it. So I'm gonna reload the app again. So it opened, let's test it again, and Titanic. Yeah, so don't forget to check if your Google Service.json has some space, so it's head on mine. And now Titanic, let's put another. So we are typing here, and when we save movie, the app doesn't clean itself the text. Let's go back here, and after let's create movie controller dot clear, because every time that we save a movie it will clear the text field. Let's reload it. Let's put on Godzilla, and yeah, Godzilla showed. Let's put Power Rangers. That's what comes on my mind. Power Rangers. Let's save it, and yes, I think it's worked. And now we're gonna have to retrieve this. So guys, to retrieve this, we're gonna go up here and we're gonna type, let's use it, flexible, and a child of flexible. It's going to be a new Firebase animated list, and it shows a lot of things here. First, it's a query, so we need to query what the movies have. So underscore movies have, that we have created here above. The item builder. The item builder is gonna be build context. Have to get the context. I'm gonna call it context. And then we're gonna call it data snapshot. Snapshot. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm gonna call it snapshot to make it easier. And then we're gonna put an animation, and we're gonna make this animation double animation, and the index, because we're gonna have to retrieve the numbers of files. So let's return now to make the names of our movies shows on the screen. A new list tile, because we're gonna need a button, an icon button to delete the movies that you don't want to save anymore, and the name. So list title serves for this. If you want to check it out what list title can do, you just click on your Mac button and then click on it, so it shows everything that it can do. So let's close it here. List tile, sorry. So in your list tile, you're gonna select the trailing. The trailing is gonna be an icon button, and the icon button, the icon button is gonna be an icon. I'm gonna select the delete icon. That's what we need. I think it's good. Icon. And now on pressed method. Sorry. So let's call movies have. Every time that you click on the delete, there is this basket here. We're gonna remove that movie you've clicked on. So movie have the child, snapshot.key to get the key of the movie, dot remove. It's simple as that. You can delete the movie that you don't want on your list. So in the title, it's gonna be the movies. So gonna click. We're gonna create new text. Snapshot. This is snapshot. Remember, it's to make it easier. It's right here. And we're gonna get the value of the snapshot. That is gonna be movie title. Why? Because in our real-time database we call it movie title. Here. Movie. Make sure that everything is right correctly, because it has this, it must have the same letters, everything correctly from here, or it will be occur an error. And let me see if everything is good. I think everything is good. Let's save it. Oh, there's something going on right here. And it says, let me open here. Okay. No. Flexible. I think I'm gonna put like shrink wrapped to true. Maybe it's the mistake. Let's just check it and make it run again. So don't forget shrink wrap to make it fit on the screen, right? So let's bring it to here. Now we have the title, we have the text field, we have the flat button, we have the names that we have saved on a real-time database, and we have the buttons here. So I'm gonna insert another move title. Let me see what I'm going to do. Harry Potter. Let's save. So it showed here. Oh, I don't want a power range to show on my movie title because I think this movie is ridiculous. But it is not. Just watch it. And let's delete it. Oh, it works perfectly. So this is the tutorial of the day. And if you liked it, so please like this video and subscribe to this channel. And you can find more information in the description of the video, right? So thank you for watching, and I hope I have helped many people. Thank you. See you later.